Hey YouTube, I'm going to be doing a unboxing video here for the Arlo Pro 2 system from Netgear. It's an upgrade from the Arlo Pro 720p camera system. Comes with the base station and two cameras, and they are rechargeable. They have a battery that allows you to mount them without having to run a power cord, and that was the main reason I bought this system. Sorry about the lighting. I'm not a professional YouTuber, and I wish I had a better setup, but so we'll just go through it from here. This system, I think the old one also gave you this too, but you get free cloud recording up to I think 7 to 10 days. And then it, overwrites or automatically just loses it. The cool thing about the base station, the second reason that I got this, first reason again was I can mount these cameras wherever I want. I don't have to, excuse me, I don't have to poke holes in the drywall or the outside of the house. I just have to recharge them. I think they say it takes it's like a 2 to 4 month charge depending on, or runtime per charge, depending on how often you use it. So that was the main reason I got it, so that I can charge these and then just kind of swap them out if I just have one set up, or I can set up two and just pop one in the charger overnight, put it back in its spot. So I'm only going to lose visibility in that area for at most a few hours. I would of course like to have an extra camera I could rotate out so I never lose visibility while I'm charging. But that's pretty expensive. Each of these cameras is around $150 to $200 for an extra camera. So this system comes with the base station, the two cameras. The second reason I got this was because the base station, like I was about to say, has a USB port for external storage. So you can get a $50 or $60 2 or 4 terabyte hard drive and just plug it into that, and then you don't have to worry about losing your recordings. So it'll stream online to the cloud, and also at the same time simultaneously back up to an external storage device. So again, camera angle is not the best. I don't have a pro setup here, so we'll try to go through this. I wanted to do it just because all I've seen are Netgear's official video, where of course they're going to tell you everything's peachy and golden. It's not very unbiased. I just got this because I hadn't seen any other reviews on the Arlo Pro 2 system, and you got to be careful. Sometimes when you're searching, you can search for Arlo Pro 2 camera system, but it's actually the version 1 device. It's the 720p cameras. So you got to be careful. A lot of times there's and you'll notice based on the price. So this was $479 from Newegg, and I bought it here at the beginning of November, end of October 2017. I think it's only been out for a month or two. And the Arlo Pro 2 system is $479 right now, and it comes like Newegg sent like a free wireless router range extender, which I probably won't use, but so if you get it from anywhere, it's going to be that price. If you need an extra range extender, Newegg is shipping them with this with the order of these. So go get that if you want it. Again, cloud recording. It's got two-way audio, so from the app on the phone, I will be able to press a button and talk to somebody at the door, similar to like the Nest doorbell or whatever, Ring doorbell and the Nest camera and all that stuff. So it has those same features. Again, the reason I got this one over anything else, and I've never had a home security, it's not a security system, it's a surveillance system. I've never had a home surveillance system before, but some of the key attributes were I wanted the 1080p HD resolution. I think this has a 130 degree field of view. I didn't want a fisheye or anything crazy like 180 or 360 because it distorts the image, and everything on the outside is really wasted space if you get like a 360 degree or 180 degree camera. It's hard to see detail at the edges, and everything is distorted. And the 130 degree is a rectilinear lens in these, which means I'm not going to get that chromatic aberration on the edge or any kind of weird lens distortion in an extreme way. I might get a little bit of rounding on the edges, but it's not going to be like a fisheye lens. Right now, I bought a $50 cheap light bulb lens, all-in-one, Korean special, and it's plugged in outside in my front light, and it's pretty. You get what you pay for, right? It's $50. So, a 360 degree view doesn't provide much value unless the subject is kind of in the center of the frame. So, if they're over here on the left or over here on the right, their face is really squished and skewed. If they're in the middle, you can see them and actually get valuable data. But this one is again a rectilinear lens, so it's not going to have that heavy bending. All right. So again, cloud recording, two-way audio, rechargeable batteries, indoor, outdoor. These are rain-proof and all that stuff. You can buy little silicone cases to go over the enclosures just to keep them in better condition, similar to like a phone case. And the silicone cases have a little lip that extends out from the lens, so I guess it tries to help keep rain or anything falling on the lens and obscuring the view. So you could get those. I didn't buy those. I just bought the system as it comes. I may need an external an external charging system. I saw a lot of orders where people bought this plus the charging system, base station. So we'll see if this comes with a charging system. It might come with a very basic one to do one at a time. I don't know, but if it doesn't, I'll be very surprised. However, having the dual charging system where you can plop two cameras in at a time side by side will be very easy. All right, enough talk. Let's open this box up. Let's see what's inside it. So the side here has all the specs and stuff. If you care about operating temperature and all that stuff. I mean, it uses H.264, field of view 130 degrees. It does have night vision, so it does have 850 nanometer LEDs that illuminates up to 25 feet is what the specs say. We'll see what that is in real world. It's going to be different depending on your environment and how you set it up. Oh, it does have a little siren. It says smart siren, 100 decibel output. I don't know if that means it can auto trigger during certain times and set off. Like, if during the night, if somebody comes between 1 a.m. and 6 a.m., you could have an auto siren, but I know you can set it off manually from the app. So again, Wi-Fi, of course. It's got alerts that go to your phone or probably email and stuff, weather resistant, all that stuff we talked about. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Again, the way I have this camera set up, it's going to be hard to see. So I'll be sure to kind of point at your direction for anything I'm doing. So normal little tab here that I ripped, but I haven't opened it yet. Gosh, I hate these. Let's see. Come on. All right. So at the top of the box, a little hummingbird icon. Oh, duh. Okay, it's got these. Got some tape on the sides. So gotta take that off first. Okay, that's open now. So we'll open this up, and here's the front. So I'll just lay it down like this. I had it right. Lay it down like this so when we pull it out and everything doesn't fall out. So on the top of the box, you've got the great unused space over here. That's fantastic. I'll just pull this out. This is the actual camera, side camera component. I'm assuming the bottom of it has like power and stuff. Yep. So in the bottom here, you've got the power supply. I guess this is to charge it. Looks like a normal kind of phone, tablet power supply. Let's see what else is in here. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of cable. I'll just turn it this way and take the camera out. Oh, that pops right out. So here's the camera unit. It's in a kind of cool little, its own little clear compartment here. We will get this open somehow. Oh, the top here opens up. It's got more tape on it. There we go. So I'll set this aside. Here's the actual Arlo camera device. A little protective stuff on the front here. Looks like there's a button here to release. This is probably a release button. Yeah. So you can put the battery in here. And then this is a sync button. It says SYNC on it. So I guess you can tap that, and there's going to be a part of the process where you, I guess, pair it with the base station. So there's that charger and camera there. Let's see if there's anything else left in here. I don't see anything else. I don't feel any more weight to it. No, that's just junk. So we'll put all this aside. Okay, so put these aside. Go back into the box here. See, pull out the main unit. And there should be another camera in here. Okay, so there's nothing left in the box. So I'll put the box aside. This unit has the base station, the camera, and it looks like there's a plug or some sort in there. That's probably for the base station. So I'll take out the other camera. Same thing, I won't take that apart. I'll just put that over here. And then this is the base station. So I'll take this out. And pretty plain base station. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be. It's not as big as I thought it would be. So in comparison to the camera size and charger, it's not very big at all. So I'll go ahead and open this up. Ports on the back. I guess this is the siren, or for the two-way speaker system, perhaps. Alright, so this is the base station. It's very plasticky. I thought it would be a little more substantial. Some kind of button here on top. Oh, sync or siren off. So that's a siren disable button. I guess if you set it off, you just tap it and it turns it off. Some indicator lights down here. Power. Let's see, what's that? So the left one is power. The middle one is probably, are you connected to the internet? And the right one connected to the cameras or camera signal. So that's what those icons look like. The Arlo branding. It doesn't say 2 or Pro 2, which is interesting. Looks like the old one. The back has the speaker and then ports. So I've got, let's see what I've got here. I've got two USB ports. Over here on the left, I got a reset button. 2 USB ports. Says USB 1, USB 2. Now I don't know if these are 2.0 or 3.0. Let me check. So I'm looking at the box here, and I don't see anything on the box saying if it's a USB 2.0 port or a USB 3.0 port, which may not matter because I think USB 2.0 is sufficient enough to offload the H.264 1080p video that they're compressing, because it's not going to be 50 or 100 megs like DVC Pro or anything. It's going to be something highly compressed, probably in the 10 meg range at most, maybe 12. Okay, so 2 USB ports, an Ethernet port, LAN jack, and then the on-off button, and then power. So Comes off by default. So that was the in back here in this. Sorry, I'll move this aside for a minute. Back here in the box, I assume that's what this is for. This is for that power for the base station. Yep, that's a base station power cord. And then what else is in the box here? We've got just Arlo Pro quick start guide. And then, here we go. Here's some of the guts. So here are the two batteries right here for the cameras. Let's see what this is. Oh, these are the mounts. So you may have also seen online that there's a extended arm mount that costs about $15. That's for mounting something outside, and it also lets you point it in a certain direction. These are for when you want to do more of a flush mount directly on the wall. So you basically affix this to your wall. This side goes on the wall, and then the camera goes on here. So I'll look up later how to actually do that. So I'll take these batteries out now. So the batteries are pretty compact. They say that these last you 2 to 3 months normal usage, but of course the word normal will vary for each person. If you have a lot of activity, I guess, since you set these up by default, I guess, to capture on, or to record rather, on detection of motion, you're going to want to probably play with that sensitivity setting. And I'm just going to unwrap one of these batteries completely here so we can take a look at it. I'll set this other one aside. So here's the Arlo battery. The battery itself has a milliamp rating of 2440, so 2440 milliamp hours. 8.4 volt is the charging voltage for those interested. Has a rating of 7.2 volts with 17.57. Okay, so pretty standard battery. I don't think there's going to be any generic batteries that you can find on the market, at least not right now, since this is a brand new product. Now you may get lucky, but sometimes the arrangement of the leads on the batteries and how they manufacture these, the casings, is a little proprietary, or sometimes it's a little hard to copy. This looks pretty basic, so you may find some third-party batteries, but for now we're going to stick with these. I'm not a big fan of third-party batteries since they usually run out quicker. Don't last as long. So there's that guy, another one here, and I assume they just slide in pretty easily to the back of this camera. Just pop it open. I'm one to experiment before I actually read directions. So I see right there's the leads. So I'd flip this battery upside down and put it in there. So I'm gonna try that right now. Just plop it in, see what happens. Wow, that was hard. Oh look, some lights flashing. You're probably supposed to charge it before you actually use it, so I won't leave it in here for too long. Oh yeah, I just hit sync and now you see that little blue light flashing there. So I'll go ahead and take the battery out. But it's pretty simple, it just slides right in. Oh, and it looks like there might be a battery release, because I'm not able to, it doesn't just fall out. So let me look at it here real quick. Obviously don't want to break it first day I got it. Okay, there's no release. Didn't look like there was a release, or maybe there was, but it just took a little pressure to get out. It's fine. Battery went in pretty smoothly, came right out. Didn't take too much pressure to pull it out. So there might be an actual clip back here that I missed. So yeah, there's a little clip here that you just pull back a little, and it will. Sorry, right here. There's a little clip on the back. Let me see if you can see this. That you just pull back, and the battery will pop out. So seems pretty straightforward. I'm going to go through the quick start guide to get up and going. Oh, one more thing here in the box. A couple more things. So they give you a, looks like a Cat 6 cable, maybe a Cat 5e, I don't know. But they give you an Ethernet cable. And then this looks like a USB cable. So this is probably for charging the actual cameras. So yeah, this is the method of charging that comes with the unit. So it's not as convenient as having the 2-port base station, but I'm assuming that this just goes in here, and okay. So on the back of the camera, there is a small port down here that is has this weather sealed rubber, and you just pull that down, and that's a micro USB port. I believe this is micro USB. Let me check. It's definitely not USB-C because it's not interchangeable. It's definitely not mini because that would be too old. So I think this is this is a micro. So any micro cable will probably work. Sorry, it won't focus, but is a USB micro. So that just plugs into the back of the camera like that, and then you just plug this into the wall. So I guess you would, this is kind of a hokey way of charging. I wouldn't want this hooked up as a permanent fixture, so I would probably spring for the $40 or $50 charging station where you actually just sort of drop. I think they're set up to where you you slide these in, or you take the battery out and just drop the battery in, and it's a dual battery charging station. So that might be how it works, but it's either way it would be better than having to take the camera down, plug this in directly, and then put the camera back up. Because you see this screw mount here, I plan on mounting these cameras in a semi-permanent way. Once they're screw mounted on, you don't want to have to spend time unscrewing them every time you want to charge them. So I guess you could run a cord out to them temporarily with an extension cord and charge it, or just get the base station. You just take the battery out and makes charging a lot easier. All right, so I think that's that. I don't see anything else here in the box. So the normal cardboard insert for padding. Let's see, this came with it. There's a little safety rules thing that says safety for rechargeable batteries. Probably just, don't dispose of them in your trash or whatever. It also comes with this little sticker, video monitoring in progress. So it says, you may not see Arlo, but Arlo sees you, which I guess is their little slogan tagline. And this is a sticker, so I guess they think that you'll put this on your window and it'll scare people off. Probably won't use this, but it's a cool little touch. All right, so just to recap, everything that came in the package: you got the base station, you got the 2 cameras, the 2 batteries, Ethernet cable, the quick start guide, the little Arlo Netgear sticker, the charger with a charging cable for charging the camera directly, not for charging the battery, but for charging the actual battery when it's in the camera. So not as convenient as having a base station. The base station power, as well as 2 little wall mounts. I'll have to figure out how this works, because it's going to be interesting to see. I'm sure the manual tells you how to do it. Battery safety PSA, and that's about it. So thanks for checking out my unboxing video. I will post something else once we get this up and going and let you know how convenient it actually is. I'm very interested in image quality, which is why I sprung for the Arlo 2 Pro, or Arlo Pro 2, not the original, which was an extra $100 or so, because I wanted that clarity. I want to be able to see stuff like people's faces and I doubt I will be able to see license plates if I'm going to be mounting one of these at my front door, all the way out on the street. You probably won't be able to read a license plate, but at least you'd probably get some clarity on, make and model of a car if something were to happen. So again, that's about it for now. Sorry for the bad lighting and the non-professional setup, but I'm going to get this all set up and configured, and then we'll post an update. Thanks.